Wave nature of matter. The phenomena of interference, diffraction and polarization can be proved by wave nature of light. On the other hand, photoelectric effect proves that light is made up of bunch of particles called photons. According to Louis Victor de Broglie, if radiation has a dual nature, that is wave and particle, why not all particles like electron, proton, etc. also exhibit wave-like behavior or wave-like character? De Broglie proposed that the wavelength associated with a particle of momentum p is given by lambda is equal to h by p, which is equal to h divided by mv, which is called de Broglie relation. Here m is called the mass of the particle, v is the speed of the particle, and lambda is the wavelength of the matter wave or de Broglie wavelength. In this de Broglie relation, the left hand side in this relation, the left hand side, that is lambda, is the attribute or assign of a wave, while on the right hand side the momentum p is attribute of a particle. And here the Planck's constant h, this Planck's constant h, which relates the two attributes. De Broglie relation is a hypothesis whose validity can be tested by experiment. Let us work out a problem. A particle is moving 3 times as fast as an electron. The ratio of the de Broglie wavelength of the particle to that of the electron is 1.813 into 10 to the power minus 4. Calculate the particle's mass and identify the particle. So in the question it is given that the particle is moving 3 times as fast as electron. So v, the velocity of the particle, divided by the velocity of the electron is equal to 3. And the ratio of the de Broglie wavelength of the particle to that of the electron is 1.813 into 10 to the power minus 4. That is lambda divided by lambda e is equal to this much. From de Broglie relation we know lambda is equal to h by mv, or m is equal to h by lambda v. So for electron, me will be equal to h by lambda e into ve. So m divided by me is equal to lambda e divided by lambda into ve divided by v. So m will be equal to me times the lambda e divided by lambda into ve divided by v. And we have given the value of lambda divided by lambda e, which is equal to 1.813 into 10 to the minus 4. You have also given the value v divided by ve, which is equal to 3. And we know the mass of electron is equal to 9.11 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. So substituting these values, we will get the mass of the particle is equal to 1.675 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. The particle with this mass could be a proton or a neutron. Let us see how de Broglie relation is also satisfied by a photon. We know for a photon P equal to the momentum of the photon is equal to h nu divided by c, or h by p is equal to c by nu, which is equal to lambda, that is the de Broglie wavelength of the photon. Now let us see how for a heavier particle de Broglie wavelength is very small. We can explain it by this following example. Calculate the de Broglie wavelength of a ball of mass 0.12 kg moving with a speed of 20 meter per second. We know momentum P is equal to the product of mass and velocity. So mass is given, velocity is given. So we can calculate the momentum, and from the de Broglie relation, lambda is equal to h by p, and putting the value of h and p, we can calculate the value of lambda, which is equal to 2.76 into 10 to the minus 34 meter. This wavelength is so small that it cannot be measured. That is why macroscopic objects in our daily life do not show wave-like properties. On the other hand, for subatomic particles, the wave character is significant and measurable. Now let us see it from an example. What is the de Broglie wavelength associated with an electron moving with a speed of 5.4 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second? So we know for an electron, the mass of the electron is equal to 9.11 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Given speed of the electron is equal to 5.4 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. The de Broglie wavelength lambda is equal to h by p. Putting the value of the Planck's constant and the mass of the electron and velocity, that is the momentum of the electron, you will get the de Broglie wavelength lambda is equal to 0.135 nanometer, and this wavelength can be measured. So for subatomic particles, the wave character is significant and measurable. Now consider an electron accelerated from rest through a potential V. Mass of the electron, let us say m. Charge of the electron, let us say E. Kinetic energy of the electron is equal to the work done on the electron by the electric field, that is kinetic energy is equal to the product of charge of the electron into the potential EV. But we know kinetic energy K is equal to half mv square, and that is equal to p square divided by 2m. So p is equal to twice mk square root, or that is equal to twice mev. So de Broglie wavelength of electron lambda is equal to h by p, that is equal to h divided by twice mk square root, that is equal to h divided by twice mev square root. So this is a very important relation to determine the de Broglie wavelength of electron. Now substituting the value of h, m and e in this expression, we can get the value of lambda, that is the de Broglie wavelength of electron, is equal to 1.227 divided by square root of v nanometer. Here v is the magnitude of the accelerating potential in volts. If we take v is equal to 120 volt, then you can calculate lambda value is equal to 0.112 nanometer, and this wavelength is the order of the lattice spacing in crystals. Thus, matter waves associated with an electron could be verified by crystal diffraction experiments, which is analogous to X-ray diffraction. Now let us work out the problem. An electron, an alpha particle and a proton have the same kinetic energy, and the question is which of these particles has the shortest de Broglie wavelength. We have the relation lambda is equal to h by twice mk square root. Since electron, alpha particle and proton have the same kinetic energy, lambda here is proportional to 1 by square root of m. Since mass of the alpha particle is larger than proton, mass of proton and electron, so alpha particle has the shortest de Broglie wavelength. Next question, what is the de Broglie wavelength associated with an electron accelerated through a potential difference of 100 volts? Here the accelerating potential of the electron is given V equal to 100 volt. De Broglie wavelength lambda is equal to 1.227 divided by square root of V nanometer. Putting the value of V, we can get the value of lambda is equal to 0.123 nanometer, which is of the order of X-ray wavelength.